This is Steven, and today we're going to test a strategy using the Relative Strength Index with VYST Corporation. That's symbol VYST, and we're going to use that as our test subject if you want to pull it up on your own chart to follow along. Now, I'll probably do a higher detailed video explaining RSI indicators and link it here when I do. But for now, here's the basic rundown. The RSI is a momentum indicator that tracks magnitude of recent price changes and evaluates overbought or oversold conditions in the price of a stock. So the RSI ranges from 0 to 100, 0 representing the strongest indication of a stock being oversold, and 100 representing the strongest indication of a stock being overbought. So here's the RSI, this purple band on my screen, and I'm using TradingView. And generally a stock is considered overbought when it crosses 70 up here, and oversold when it crosses 30 down here. So that's the range of this purple band that you're looking at. And similar to candlesticks, the RSI becomes more trustworthy as your time range expands. So you can adjust your time range at the top of most charts. You can see it here on TradingView. We're using the daily time range, and we're using this to get a broader perspective of price action for swing trading and staying away from higher resolution ranges like 5 or 30-minute time frames, which are more appropriate for day trading. So let's look at the RSI action for the past 2 years with VYST all the way back to June 2017. So remember, when a stock is oversold or crosses below 30 on the RSI chart, this can be a strong indication of an upcoming trend reversal. If you draw a horizontal line at 50 on the RSI chart, this red line right here that I've drawn, you'll start to notice the RSI movement tends to reference this zone around 50 as a level of support or resistance, and will sometimes stay at or below 50 in a bearish market. You can see that kind of trend occurring right here. So our strategy will be to buy when the stock contacts or goes below the 30 RSI and sell when the RSI contacts or goes above the 50, that line that we drew in the middle of our RSI bar. So our first contact with the oversold line is on June 19th, 2017. So let's set up our first trade scenario. In our first scenario, we have a budget of $2,000 and we buy our shares at the daily average of 0.084. So that gives us 23,810 shares. Now we wait for the trend reversal using that 50 as our sell indicator, recognizing that the stock has crossed into bullish territory, but not necessarily trusting that it's going to stay there. So on July 28th, the RSI crosses the 50 and we have our sell signal. We sell our shares for the daily average of 0.099 and we net a $347 profit after brokerage fees. So not a bad trade. To select my best entry point for a side note, I would have used the 30-minute and maybe the 5-minute time frames to select my best entry once I decide I'm going to trade the stock on that day. But this is just, once again, the broader perspective of the daily chart. So in the second scenario, we use the same budget of $2,000. Oversold contact is made on September 17th, and we buy the daily average at 0.05, so 5 cents, giving us 40,000 shares. The RSI crosses, watch as it respects 50 as a trading range, but then it crosses, but this time we allow for another day of trading. It crosses over on December 27th, but we allow one more day of trading after it crosses over, just to see if the stock will continue its upward trend. It travels sideways on that second day, however, on December 28th, so we sell the entire lot for the average on that day, 0.06, netting $390. So not a bad profit there either. But let's fast forward to the third and final scenario, where we can make a killing with a $2,000 budget if we use this RSI strategy, and it pans out, of course. Oversold contact is made on December 19th. We buy our daily average at 0.00085, which gives us 2,353,000 shares approximately. And on January 10th, you can see here, we cross the 50 RSI, but we let the stock ride another day just to test the trend and see if it keeps trending up. It runs harder on January 11th, and we touch the overbought indicator at 70 up here. And we use this as our sell indicator and sell our shares at the daily average of 0.003. And with those 2 million something odd shares, we end up netting $5,048 in profit on a 3-week swing trade, which is not bad. So let's fast forward again to present day, April 29th, and we notice the RSI is starting to trend down. And based on what we learned from the past RSI action, what would you do in this scenario if the RSI touched the oversold line at 30. And remember, not all indicators play out the way we want 100% of the time, but if the strategy proves itself more often than not, it may be a good time to start incorporating the RSI indicator into your buy and sell strategy. So I hope this video is helpful, helping you gain some perspective on VYST and its recent price action. Wish you all best of luck in the future, and thanks for watching.